MPP lacked commitment, willpower to implement their promises for the creative arts industry?
Yes, I did. I got into conversation with YFM Takrady. Relative
Charlie, then you'll be very busy.
We have been busy. Charlie from Kumasi,
Kumerica.
Campaign tour.
Yeah, man. Did you meet our guys?
Oh, yeah, Charlie.
You told them that you increase Kumerica when you come back to power.
Oh, no.
You institutionalize it.
I don't promise you.
And there's someone tomorrow.
Sure, and only outside of.
Okay, right. Continue, please.
But I mean, the Kumasi people are great people. I mean, I got some goosebump moments in Kumasi. There's a whole major thinking to think that Kumasi is, politically, there's a way everybody thinks of them, but it doesn't look like that. There's some very, 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 very wise people in Kumasi, and some of the feedback they gave, I got goosebump moments. But yes, back to this issue. Yes, I said that I was asked why, the MPP hasn't been able to deliver to the industry, and I said that it's basically their lack of commitment and willpower to have to do that. I've seen the MPP push through things that they really meant to push through, regardless of whatever anybody says. I've seen the PDS issues, for instance. When everybody says, or the CSOs, everybody says, look, this is not it. When they differed on it, the MPP pushed through with it. That was willpower and commitment to push through with it. Recently, we've seen the Asase Ejapa issues. Even regardless of the issues on the sites and everything, we've seen the MPP hardly and consistently and forcefully wanting to push through with it.
But Ejapa issues,
even when some of the key party, I'm giving examples.
No, you mentioned that.
It used to be called Asase.
Yeah,
Asase, until they changed the name to Ejapa.
All right.
Asase royalties, and then they changed the name to Ejapa. And so I've seen that even when everybody differed on it and felt that even in their party, there are people who silently had told them that the timing is bad, but they are committed and bent on pushing it through. So what we realize is that when it has to do with the regular government Sakawa, for instance, they are quick to push through with these things.
Which one is Sakawa?
Forcefully allow.
Yeah, Sakawa is a word.
Excuse
Why
me.
wouldn't you allow?
No, I was talking about the Sakawa word.
That's why I'm asking that. Why would you call it Sakawa? Hi, God.
We have termed the corruption happening in government, particularly as it relates to family and friends, as Sakawa.
Not long ago. Excuse me. No. But they found it. No, you see, if you recall, please. No, Sadiq, please.
I don't care what the MPP thinks.
Please, Sadiq. I've given you enough time to speak, so allow if I come in to ask questions. I may not be in depth or very much into the political era, but I'm asking this because I realize that the MPP found it derogatory, even to the extent that a lot of people chastised it.
Is the question? It doesn't mean that it's derogatory.
Yes,
no, it is not. No, Sakawa is a Hausa word.
What does it mean?
It means drop it in.
So how does corruption? How is it?
It is our
connected?
Way of tagging it.
How does corruption become dropping?
Because our narrative is that there's a particular family and friends who have been involved in some of these things to amass wealth for them and their unborn families.
Okay, so the question I asked you, was about.
Yeah, so I was building up. If
it's not about building the point. The question I asked
I made the point that when it has to do with wrongdoing or corruption, there is a certain element of willpower and commitment to ensure that it happens, regardless of whatever anybody says. But when it comes to the creative arts, for instance, from year 1, year 2, year 3, it's always been talk shops after talk shops after talk shops with no commitment. And again, I'm also building the point from what Sokre Safford has been saying all this while, that even when there was no commitment or no conversation, the likes of Circuit and Co were pushed to still come and tell we and try to convince us about it. So I build a point that on the basis of what Socrates is saying, for instance, that they've not done anything significant and they don't intend to do anything significant.
Did Socrates say that?
That's what I play his video.
Socrates was I think Socrates
He's
was
not dead.
condemning.
You can call him.
No. I think Socrates was condemning the party.
He's not dead. Call him.
Oh, please. What I heard Socrates say was the inadequate communication, lack of communication and information. No, I think that was what he mentioned.
About sometimes for a particular period, they still come in and defend. But I'm making the point that Andy, if there was a certain commitment of willpower from the MPP government today, out of the 18 promises...
Give me a little time. I remember I have the video.
Yes, please.
Office and everything in my own capacity, my BBA. If somebody is listening, they should tell the president that some of us are getting tired.
No, listen, Abeg.
They should tell the president some of us are getting tired. The frustration is too much. The frustration is too much. We've been quiet for far too long. And it looks like some people feel being quiet means you are stupid. No. Being quiet is giving people time to reform. We voted for a party. The president is doing whatever he can do. But there are people who don't understand why they are even in office. There are people who don't understand and value whatever they have been assigned to do. Somebody should tell the president something is wrong. We are tired. It's far too long. We can't come and sit here on empty stomach for 4 years. We finish and we go and beg friends for food. And at the end of the day, people sit in certain places and they want to be carried in palanquins and hail their praises for what? And common information. Sometimes getting information to come and sit on radio is a problem. And who we are, please.
Well, you said he said we are tired of what?
Yes, of course. He said you are tired of the frustrations.
Which frustration? He didn't mention
frustrations of industry. Industry keeps frustrating them.
Industry frustrating.
No,
I'm not speaking for the party.
So why are you only limiting it to But look, first of all, you
said allow him to land.
No, please.
In what position are you?
I'm not in any position. I'm asking questions based on information.
And I'm saying that. Yeah, Socrates
allow him to land.
Socrates on the line.
Hold on. Mr. Safo, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you, sir?
By God's grace, I'm still alive.
Right. I just played a video of you in the studios of, was it Neat? Oh, okay.
Neat.
Okay. And you were expressing your frustration on certain things happening in your party, and that you are frustrated.
In my party?
Yeah, you said you voted for a president.
Yes.
You voted for a party, right?
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if not your party, who else would you vote for?
Okay.
Right. And you expressing your
for the party, and the party formed the government. And the government is running the machinery.
Right. Okay. So you mentioned that you were frustrated. What were you frustrated about?
About one, I mentioned information and I told you that I said that we have done a lot. But getting information to come and sit on radio with it is a challenge. So what we have done, because you see a lot going on, but if I see maybe, let's say, a theater going to be built, I see it, we are going to do it. If I come on radio, you ask me certain questions about it. So I need that information to explain. Not that we are not doing anything. I said we are doing a lot. A lot is going on. But we, those who come on radio, need the information to bring there. It's not as if we are not doing anything. Unlike 8 years ago, when nothing was going on, so we are not hearing anything. But this time, a lot is going on. But the other side of it is the information that we must give to the public. That was my challenge. I come on radio and speak. When I finish, I go to the office and work. And I see a lot going on. We are building free SHS university, SHS for the arts. We are building theaters. We are renovating theaters. Now we have contractors who are going to build the theaters for us. All these things, we need the details. Most of them are not coming from my department. They are not coming from my department. So those who are doing things in other sectors, they must give us the information. That's my frustration. It's not as if nothing is going on. No. It's about information.
So in a case where the NDC accuses the MPP government of not doing anything for the creative arts, if you say a lot of things have been going on, a lot of things like what?
You see the question where you have thrown me now. You see, this is where I was saying that give us the information. I can see a lot going on in the direction of infrastructure. One, NAFTI. For the first time, NAFTI has been resourced. Go to NAFTI and see the kind of resources, the cameras, the state-of-the-art equipment that they have been given. For the first time, even common paint, for the first time in so many years, over 30 years, nothing have been painted for the first time. So I'm driving, so I can't just take where I am.
All right,
it's not right.
I may not take too much.
I'm giving you examples.
Right, I understand.
Like this.
So great. Because you are driving and because of time, I may not take too much of your time. But now the NDC Communications Department for Creative Arts, they are relying on your information, the things you said in the studio of OKFM. They think, based on what you said, the government is doing nothing, and that is why you expressed your frustration.
I've said it, that NDC has mastered the art of lying. Do you understand? I've said it.
No, based on the video. Listen, Sokri, please. The video, Sadiq, excuse me, Sadiq. The video was evident. The video
what
we
did
just
I say
played.
In the video?
No. What I'm saying, the things you said in the video about you being frustrated. We are frustrated. Some of us, we are tired.
What? About what?
Yes,
about
because
what?
I'm about asking you what you are frustrated about.
I'm talking about information.
Right.
Listen to the video. That's why I said they've mastered the art of lying, because I spoke. Maybe my English is not good enough, but any book
your English is good. Your English is good.
Any book literate will understand what I was talking about. I was talking about information. I was crying about it. I said the government is doing a lot. But information is the problem. It's not as if nothing is going on. No. So the art of lying, that is what is encouraging them and making them twist it. It's the art of lying. So don't allow them to lie to you.
Right.
If you allow them to lie to you, then you are something.
Hey, I'm talking.
Sadiq was a nice gentleman until he joined the NDC Communication and was giving that induction. And you see what he's doing now.
All right. That's okay. Thank you very much. Okay. Right. I'm so grateful. Sadiq, yes,
again, on the thing that he just said, he said that currently now the MPP are doing things, right?
Which you are aware.
No, which ones? I'll deal with it. I'm coming to it. And they don't have the information of it. If you ask him to give you more of it, he says he's driving, but he was able to mention two. Let's do with the two that he mentioned. It's true that the MPP is pursuing a secondary school for the arts in Germany, in Kotunche. He says they are building and renovating national theaters, or their theaters. I was in Kumasi. You saw the video I put into the group.
Unfortunately,
when I finish now, anybody that's following me should check it on my Twitter at Sadiq Abdullah Abu. I'll put the video once again. The video I put in the group, Logic and everybody saw it. Does that look like a theater? Does that look like something that they've renovated?
What did you see?
The video, the Apatakase.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
So
you're saying the video.
Up.
So I'm asking a question.
Look anything.
Please, I'm asking a question.
Sadiq.
As if I'm a listener. Please, Allah. So please answer what I'm asking.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
It doesn't look anything like an ultra-modern large sitting theater. It doesn't look anything completed.
Is it complete?
It looks exactly the same way it's always looked for the past 30 years.
Refurbished.
As it is
but is it refurbished?
Nothing. The video is there.
Old auditorium.
The video is here.
It's an old auditorium.
This is the video.
No, but Sadiq,
why are you heckling me?
Oh, I'm not heckling you.
No. That's this, Andy. This is the video.
It's an old auditorium.
This is the video. I'm putting the video. Put it on video right now.
Yes.
This is
Andy
it.
Dusty.
It's on. Okay, right.
This is it.
Andy,
you
need to have the.
Andy, let him finish. Make it finish.
Let me make some clarity.
Don't give up here. Don't give up here.
Against one.
Sadiq, don't give up here.
When you bring,
I wanted to give you some info.
4 against 1. Okay, go ahead.
anything, we allow you to just wait. You have to sit down for.
Jafro, how the party look, how the party stay. Tell me where the party are, no dog. We're gonna look at that.
Andy, I want
hey, gentlemen. No, I want to listen.
But the way they move so naughty, no dog. We no want see no clarity, no dog. Body good, see no flop.
I want to make you finish.
I'm glad that Hitz FM has put it on their on their.
Don't Twitter be glad though. Finish what you are
on their Facebook page as well. Clearly, when anybody takes a look at it, I intentionally took a video when I went to Kumasi. I spent time, went there, took the video, took the pictures and everything. Mm-hmm. It doesn't look. The vice president, either he lied to us or he was misled. And so when Socrates talks about liars, he should look to themselves and look at their vice president. When he spoke about the fact that this has been completed, quite clearly the MPP, after making 18 specific promises to the tourism, culture and creative arts sector, I've consistently for the past 3 weeks, I've been asking them, as at now, mention one. I've dared them consistently to mention just a single one. Just a single one. Logic hasn't been able to mention. Kwesianes hasn't been able to mention. I mean, I'm waiting for
a single one of
a
what?
single one out of the 18 specific promises they made to the tourism, culture, and creative arts industry within 4 years. So when Socrates continuously keeps saying that, oh, they've learned the art of lying and stuff like that, the guy simply just came and said, oh, now work is going on and they need the information. Andy, if you are part of the setup,
is this Koforidua or Kumasi?
This is Kumasi.
Yeah. Where is this, please?
This is Apatakasi in Kumasi Culture Center. This is it. You are shocked there. So you see, when you talk about lying and talk about a particular government
not
having any commitment and willpower to develop the creative arts sector, develop even Koforidua, you only want to pet and change locks and doors. And you come here to say that, oh, you built an ultra-modern large theater for the Koforidua people and you even added Kumasi. The Kumasi people are waiting for you. Look, first and foremost, you need to understand, the MPP doesn't have any willpower. They do not have any commitment. They are not serious about the creative economy.
Right.
They are not.
So the only thing they are.
Not that we are. But the question is telling me. The only thing they are committed at doing.
Please, question.
What are you afraid of? What are you people afraid of? Please. Why are you trying to gag me? Why are you gag me? What are you afraid of?
So you mentioned hold on. So you mentioned logic.
Yes.
That is not be able.
Let me land, then you come.
But you land. I give you time.
The only commitment they have,
you've had
the only commitment they have
minutes.
is to tell the likes of logic that Charlie, 15 love you, but you people days inside some. So just come in.
Listen, I forgot to ask Socrates.
You have to sit down. You have to defend some of the things you said, please. It's very important. Andy,
I heard some $10 million have been allocated to the creative arts.
If I ask him, that one,
Sadiq and his team. Andy, Sadiq and his team are hovering around every region, fetching for fabrication to throw in the air, in the eyes of the people. But you see, some of these things, once they fetch, we unfetch. When they fetch, we unfetch. So I don't want to Sadiq.
Go ahead, man.
Shove it off.
I want to say the water he just fetched from the well and they can't throw him away.
Okay, throw him away.
This is what happened, Andy. They said we are.
The water is dirty.
Are they dirty right now? He said we are building. He didn't say we have built. When someone say I'm building,
say you're built.
You said you had.
Don't look at it.
Everybody had to.
Don't look at his face.
You said me I call my eye for him.
Everybody had your vice president too.
But if I look into his eyes, I will be distracted. I don't want to.
So vice president said build.
Sadiq, allow the gentleman to speak. I know this kind of propaganda.
Yes. He said we are building. He didn't say we have built. And when someone say I'm building now, it simply means it's either you are improving on what is already there or you are making plans to build a new one. So I don't see why Sadiq should sit down here and call the vice president a liar. Furthermore, the culture center that he showed you, the picture that he showed you, Andy, what he showed you is an old building that has been improved on. You cannot call that an ultramodern theater or something that they are saying they have built. I mean, that would be a total lie because we all know the culture center is already there. It has been there for how long now?
You mean before you were
before even we were born. So I mean, if you improve on them, you can say we are building. I mean, it's allowed. What you have improved on, but what you brought, this is not how it used to be. Hey. This is not how it used to be. I know this place. This is not how it used to be.
But honestly, I don't know.
This is not how it used to be.
Okay, Socrates is back. Socrates is back.
Socrates is allow us to deal with this matter.
Uncle Sok.
Yeah.
Uncle Sok, you mentioned you are back. You are back.
Yeah. Okay.
I also saw in the news that you mentioned some $10 million allocated for the creative arts. Yes,
and I mentioned it on OKFM. Sadiq and Rex and Bulldog told me that is a lie, and I pulled it from the net and showed it to them. When I mentioned it, they were screaming. It was a lie, and I pulled it and showed it to them. So it is a fact. The money was allocated by Exim Bank for the arts to assess. Yes. And I told them that there was a challenge with it. Now, they were screaming, wait, challenge, and how come money? Yes. You see, when you are dealing with a bank.
Yes. Andy,
yes,
Socrates.
Yes.
Look, I'm here.
Yes.
You see, don't try respectfully. I wouldn't say you are a liar because you are older than I am.
No, you can say
but let me say, let me deal with the issue. Okay. I remember that on the same matter, Socrates. Listen.
Yes.
On the same matter, Socrates.
Yes.
I said to you that last year October, the Minister of Tourism, Arts and Creative Arts at the forum in National Theatre said that in February this year, the $10 million the fund from the Exim Bank was going to be made available to industry. Okay. Now you said that 2 years ago, the money was allocated, and I said to you that on the basis of what your minister said only last year, it means that what you are saying is untrue, because how come your minister doesn't know as of 2 years ago that the fund has been made available and said that in February this year it was going to be made available? And I said that she's alive. You can check in from her. Anybody that was at the forum at the National Theatre heard it loud and clear. So on the basis of that, I said to you that there may be having an announcement, but it doesn't mean allocation. Two different things altogether. And for that reason, industry has not had the benefit of assessing it. What did you tell me? What did you tell me after when I said this?
Okay, you see where the twist of line is. Okay,
what did you tell me when I said that it's not been the industry hasn't had the benefit of it? What did you tell me?
I beg you.
Explain. You said to me.
Allow him to answer.
Okay. No. A liar always want to argue, so don't argue, please. You've said something. Let me explain. This is where the twist is, that you are trying to twist it. I told you that these allocations was made 2 years ago. Now, as a bank, they have their requirement modalities, which was making it difficult for we in the arts to assess. So, there has been several meetings. That is where I called Sheriff Reformanso as a witness. And in these meetings, we requested that, look, per your structure as an Exim Bank, that was where I made a mistake by saying that it's a commercial bank instead of an investment bank. Okay. Per their requirements, you need to meet certain benchmarks. Okay.
I can tell them, Socrates, you didn't make a mistake. You lied that they are commercial bank. When I said to you that they are not a commercial bank, you insisted they are until Uncle Rex came to prove to you that it's a development bank. You lied again then. So when you're talking about lying here, you should know that you are one.
I hear you. Right. Okay, I hear. Thank you very much. I lied that it was a commercial bank. Apparently, it was not a commercial bank. Fine. Thank you for that. But you also lied that it is not true. So 1-1 draw. But moving forward,
I'm saying to you that your minister announced that the money. Your minister, as of last year, your minister didn't know that the money had been allocated to industry. As of last year, October.
You are lying because that day, what minister said, it was that assessing the $10 million through the directly from the bank is problematic. So what we have done is that we have fenced 10 million cedis. Listen well. What he said is that we have fenced 10 million cedis so that we can create our own modalities based on industry structure. The way we are as creative arts, we are not like the ordinary businessman or a contractor somewhere who is doing production and I don't know how to put it, for exports. No, our industry is different. So based on that, Minister said, please listen well, he said we have fenced 10 million cedis, not $10 million. The 10 million cedis out of the $10 million, which as an industry or as a ministry, they know they can how do you call it? How do you call that thing? Guarantee. So that we should assess it as an industry, creative arts industry. That was the minister's explanation that day.
Okay, Uncle yes. So, you mentioned that Sheriff Reformanso and others were in a meeting. Has anyone else accessed? Abdul Salam. Okay.
Yes, has also been in a meeting before.
Has anyone accessed the money?
And that is what I'm telling you, that as a bank, Exim Bank, they have their check marks before they deal with you. Do you understand?
So no one has been able to access the cash yet?
Me, if you give me that, I should go, knowing my industry, filmmaking, as it is now, knowing my industry, me, I won't go for that loan. I'm telling you.
So why was Shelley and Sadi? What's the gentleman's name?
Say Salam.
Salam. Why were they invited in the meeting if you knew that it wouldn't be proper for them to go for the grant?
No. If we know, yes.
No, you know, because you've mentioned them.
Wait.
And you've been in the same industry as a filmmaker, knowing that it wouldn't be proper. Why would you invite them to be interested in the first place?
I beg you. I'm not a banker. I beg you.
No, I'm not talking about bank. I'm saying you have been in the industry as a filmmaker, and you've mentioned 2 filmmakers. Knowing that the facility wouldn't be proper for them, why would you invite them to be interested in the first place?
Okay, I beg you. Take your time and listen to me. A bank makes provision for the industry. Me, where I sit, not being a banker, how will I know their modalities? You go there and then they give you their modalities. You go there before you know. As for them, they want to help the industry. Okay. Do you understand? Requests were made to them that, Exim Bank, please, can you help this industry? Oh, yes, we'll be helping in other countries. So, yes, we can help this industry. You go and sit with them, and then they give you their modalities. Then you realize that, no, Chale MYA. I remember somebody like Honorable Clenham was even given to the industry that Okreku mandated them should deal with her so that she will help us with the modalities. Gifty Clenham, she was even given to the industry. So we went
Uncle
also, yeah.
I think it would be proper if I think the pressure DJ Black is giving me is way too much. Please, will I get your attention tomorrow? Please, with due respect.
He should come here tomorrow.
Yes,
no,
please.
It won't be possible tomorrow.
Okay, but I can call you, right?
Per your time tomorrow.
Oh, in the morning.
In the morning before 10. Okay.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much.
I think I can make it tomorrow.
Right. Premier, please, guys, please come on time.
A cocktail of lies and contradictions.
I think they paid interview and all. I mean,
yes. Well, thank you very much. Mr. Lodge, please, with you. I know say you bore.
This is Hitz.